from me, but I'll put it away. There's some stuff you got to put away. God ain't gonna take it from you. Somebody say jealousy. You gotta put it away. Envy. You gotta put it away. Strife. You got to put it away. God ain't gonna take it from you. So then, my brothers and my sisters, the responsibility to put them away rests on you. God isn't going to take it away from you. Go ahead on and break your fast and get you something to eat, because it ain't going to happen. Go on and get you a piece of chicken. You ain't going to fast it away. It's a decision you have to make. You can pray until your mouth gets dry, but you have a choice. You are a free moral agent. You have a will, and God will not make you love against your will. Look at somebody and say, it's a choice. You know, it's amazing that people will not change their hearts. They will not change their hearts of stone. Some people have been in church 40, 50 years, dying, will not change their hearts of stone. And what shocks me is that you keep failing in life because of it, and yet you keep doing it. That's what's shocking to me. That at some point in your life, you don't say that my attitude is not working.
That's right. Go ahead on, Pastor.
So even though I have built up this for a defense for myself, it has failed to protect me from myself. I must put it away. What Paul called childish things. And then he says, now about faith, hope, and charity. The one verse epitomizes all the verses that precedes it. The person who's caught up in the gifts are caught up in their faith. The person who feels like they're going to get to heaven because they have given things to other people is caught up in their giving. That's hope. So the 13 verses epitomize all the verses before it. So faith, hope, and charity. But the ultimate of the three is love.
Yes, it is.
If you love right, I said if you love right, it'll make you believe.
Yes, it will.
If you love right, it'll make you believe in someone that everybody else has ceased to believe in. Love will give you some faith. Love will put some hope down in your spirit that will hope against hope. When all the teachers said that little Johnny couldn't learn, when all the teachers said that he wasn't going to be any good, but he had a mama and his daddy who had stubborn love and hope against hope. I said love will give you some hope. The doctor said cut off the ventilator. There ain't no more hope for mama. But love said no, give it another day. Love will give you some hope. So Paul said, if you got to pick one, y'all don't hear me. Paul said, if you got to pick one, he said, I want you to have all three. But if you got to pick one, the greater of these is love. Y'all don't hear me. Love. Let me tell you why I say that. Because you can have faith and perform miracles and not be a loving person. Isn't that right? And you can give hope to people that you hate and not want to be around them after you have encouraged them. So it's not about you saying the right stuff. You know, church folks have become experts now at saying the right stuff. It's not about writing the check. The responsibility is not over when you pay the rent. It ain't over when you pay the rent. You know, men feel like, we men feel like your expression, our expression of love is in provision. So when you ask a man, do you love me? He'll say, well, I paid the rent, didn't I? You ought to see that I love you. You know, the lights came on, didn't it? I'm talking about the old school men like Brother Jones and myself. I ain't talking about them young men out there, because that's a total different problem altogether. And they don't even pay the rent. Can I get a witness in here? They got a spirit of entitlement where they think somebody else is supposed to pay the light bill, and all you're supposed to do is just let it shine, let it shine. So forget me. I'm not talking about this young boy. I'm talking about the old fella now. That's a whole different problem altogether. We think that if we give you things, that ought to be enough. But what people need is not things. They need you. And the reason we have a tendency to give things over us, because it is cheaper to write the check. It's cheaper to give people stuff. It's less risky. If they abuse stuff, you can't feel it. But if they abuse you and hurt you, the fear of being hurt makes you want to substitute stuff instead of you. And fool everybody into thinking that you have love. Touch your neighbor and says he's talking about the ultimate gift. The ultimate gift. Have you given the ultimate gift? We give everybody everything except what really counts. What they will remember the longest. What will have the most lasting effect.